What's going on? I wanted to start with this video clip because I think it shows that lifesteal, it's not a group of people who make videos. It's a group of friends, and as much as we did on camera making videos, we did so much more off camera. Honestly, the biggest thing for me, lifesteal was a place where I could go every single day and hop in VC to just talk with people. But I have left, and there's been a lot of videos speculating why I've left, why I haven't said anything about it, because it's been like 6 months and I've been completely silent. So this is finally that video. I've actually kind of been wanting to make this for the past 6 months, and I think the best way to start is at the beginning. All the footage playing in the background is unreleased footage that I just have on my hard drive, and I figured it'd be a fitting background to this whole story. Almost 2 years ago at this point, I got approached by Parrot, who was the owner of lifesteal. He asked me if I wanted to join the SMP, and I was so in. I had seen some of his lifesteal videos, and I could see that it was the perfect opportunity to have epic fights, cool stories in Minecraft, completely legit. And I made a lot of videos that I'm proud with, and it's really what's got my channel to where it is today. I would not be anywhere near what I am today without lifesteal. But things started changing by the end of Season 4. People were playing far less, myself included. It wouldn't be uncommon for me to go a week without logging on the server. I just had nothing to do. And it's not that I couldn't come up with anything to do, it's that everything started to feel repetitive. I mean, it's a meme that people call lifesteal the deadliest server, that it's always about betrayal and traps, and that's kind of what it felt like. It was like lifesteal worked in cycles. You like join a team, and then you get revenge again, and then you join a different team this time, and then you get revenge again, and it just all started feeling the same, and I just didn't have any new video ideas that I was excited about. I felt like I had done everything already. I think this really shows in one of my last lifesteal videos where I killed people if they like pancakes better than waffles, and this was my main ditch effort to stray away from the typical lifesteal video of like, this guy betrayed me, so I'm gonna fight him back. I didn't like that. I really didn't like conflict, because they're just friends. I like hanging out with them. And for me, I had no reason to fight people on a server that's designed and only meant for fighting. It just all felt kind of pointless. And so with the pancake video, I left it all up to randomness. If you liked pancakes, I would kill you. That was the whole video. That was the first video of Season 4. And as the season went on, I started making less videos, I started playing less because of the reasons I mentioned. It just felt the same. I didn't have any ideas. It felt like lifesteal was ending to me. And I really got obsessed with this idea of things ending. You know, I had only a year and a half prior, high school had ended for me, and COVID was a huge thing. It was the end of a major chapter in my life. The people I talked to, the environment I went to every single day disappear. And to me, when I think of life, I think of change. As much as we want, things are never gonna stay the same. 2 years from now, this channel is gonna look a lot different. But I think that's okay. And for me, lifesteal felt like it needed to end for me. But I really wanna stress, I thought a lot about this, and I knew the implications. It's not that I had beef with anybody on lifesteal. I really love the people on lifesteal. They're friends that I've had so many fun experiences with. I just felt that I, number one, just hadn't been playing on the server. I hadn't been making videos. I didn't have plans to. And so I sent them the message. I wasn't going to be playing on the next season of lifesteal. And the worst part is I knew what this meant. I wasn't gonna be joining the VCs every day. As much as I'm sure they would have welcomed me and we would have had fun, we just didn't have that common interest of playing on the server. And as the months have gone by, like, that's true. I haven't talked to them nearly as much. And that was one of the worst things for me, because when the next season of lifesteal started up and I started seeing them all playing together, having fun, you would not believe the amount of FOMO that I had. But that being said, I do talk to them still. I recorded a hide and seek video with them, and that was a ton of fun. There's one big gaping hole in this story that I haven't mentioned yet. Why didn't I put this video out 6 months ago when I first left lifesteal? I really thought about it. We're gonna need to backtrack a little bit, because the entire time I've been thinking about leaving lifesteal, that I've been playing on lifesteal, there's been a massive project brewing in the background. As a group, lifesteal, we wanted to make a public SMP, a Minecraft server open to everyone, where our fans could play on. But if you know anything about server development and releasing a Minecraft server that could host potentially hundreds of people, this This was a massive project, but lifesteal really wanted this. So we reached out to a group of devs, worked with them for a couple of months, and kind of got scammed. Now, I wasn't on the panel at this time. We had a group of like 5 of us called the lifesteal panel, who were the people in charge of basically making this server happen. With this first group of devs, the experience, it wasn't great. I'm sure Parrot, Leo, Vortex, or Red could speak more on the matter, but overall, it didn't work. So we tried again. We met up with a new group of developers, and it was at this point that I joined the lifesteal panel. So I joined a group chat with all the new server developers, and I cannot tell you how many hours I sunk into this project. Every week, sometimes for days and days in a row, I would hop on a call and make the idea, because there was nothing to the server. We had to think about every little aspect. We made Google Docs designing the GUIs, how exactly our server would be structured, and it went on for months. And I'm not sure exactly on the timeline, but 6 to 8 months later, we had a product and they did get it done, albeit slower than we would have liked. The product, it just wasn't there. We all agreed that if we were going to make a server and release it for people to play on, it needed to be good. And it just wasn't. So that was another failed attempt, several thousands of dollars down the drain. We were at a critical point as a group, the 5 of us on this panel. If we wanted a server to be made, there was only one option left. A third group of devs that had already produced work that we thought was good. But this group of devs was way more expensive than anything else we had seen up to this point. We wanted to work with them, but honestly, it just wasn't in the budget. Lifesteal, for the most part, is a pretty young demographic. At this point, most of us are still in high school. And it's not like everybody on the server is pulling tens of millions of views of video, but something miraculous happened. There was a big lifesteal meeting where this idea was proposed, that we could make a public server for people to play on, but there needed to be fundraising, and everyone started pitching in. It didn't matter the amount, it was a crazy experience seeing everybody contribute. But it was at this point that I left the developer group. Honestly, I didn't have the passion behind designing this server. I only joined because I wanted to see it done right. But I had spent 8 months working day after day to get a product that we weren't gonna release. I had nothing to show for it. And so I helped pay off that second group of developers, but I made it clear that I didn't want anything to do with making this third server. I was just kind of done. And so I'm having these thoughts about leaving lifesteal. I'm honestly burnt out working on this server. Even though I think it's a good idea, I've just put in my time, but the fundraising was still a little short. And I remember getting on a call with Mr. Cube. He asked me what I thought about the whole thing, and we started talking. I asked him why he put in money to the fundraiser. And he said, you know what, Rec? I owe a lot to lifesteal. I wouldn't be where I am today without it. And I think it's the least I can do to help fundraise and support this project. And that really stuck with me because that's the same for me. I owe a lot to the people of lifesteal. And so I put in the last clump of money to get the server fundraised. And it started getting developed. And then I left. I left contact with all the devs. I didn't know if it was going well, but I trusted the people on the panel. And this is why I haven't said anything. Because I felt if I was going to leave lifesteal, I wanted to announce this server at the same time. I thought it was such a cool message that while I'm not playing on the private server, there's a public server coming out that I'm going to play on, where you, people watching these videos, can have your own lifesteal experience. I wanted that to hit at the same time. And if you know anything about server development, deadlines always get pushed back. So at first I thought it was going to be a few months and I could wait for that. But that time came and passed because it wasn't quite done yet, which is why it's been, I don't know, 8 months or something. But the server came out in beta a month ago. And for the first time, I saw all of these ideas that I had worked on for months and months come to life in person on a server, and I cannot tell you the feeling I had. Logging on to the beta for the first time, seeing the custom map, seeing all of our ideas come to life. It was a crazy feeling, and I knew it was only a short time before the final version was released to the public. And so while I can't promise if there's going to be new videos on this server, I'm definitely giving it a try. I know lifesteal isn't what it used to be, and it never will be, but that's fine. I think life is all about change. And I think this is a great opportunity to play with some old friends. I hope you give it a try. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for listening.